Arizona 3-4, heading to Miami 2-4 Dolphins. Arizona is favored, I believe, by 3 points at the moment. Some surprising things I saw from Monday night's game, Arizona. First and foremost, I just hate when the refs dictate the outcome of the game. I thought that PI on Marvin Harrison was unnecessary. But we'll talk about that more when we talk about the Chargers, I guess. Kyler Murray, he played phenomenal last night. At least seemed like he was able to get out of the pocket really well, even if he didn't have the passing stats.
There were some missed opportunities to hit guys down the field, especially Marvin Harrison Jr.
If we could talk, he did. I do. He was a clear touchdown he missed to Marvin. I was shocked Marvin played in this game. Have you guys? Was that 10 days for a concussion?
I believe it was 8. So he had the extra day.
Okay.
It's definitely an outlier. It's definitely an outlier. I feel like, concussions are usually always 1 week injuries. Maybe it just wasn't a bad one. Either way, I mean, yeah, Marvin Harrison's stat line not so good, but definitely some missed opportunities down the field with him.
Sure.
Yeah, I thought Kyler played okay. I mean, he did enough to get his team the win. We'll talk about the Chargers when we get to them.
I love him in the red zone. I love Kyler in the red zone. I really do.
Yeah.
And let's shout out James Conner again.
He won them the game. He was
putting his head down when it's clutch time, and that was one of the least talked about but most productive running backs in the National Football League this year is James Conner. He's just kept it going. It's just been so impressive to see.
And
his time in Arizona is super impressive, just as a whole. People kind of wrote him off, and he came in and he's produced, I think, every single year he's been there, and they haven't been good teams.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I think one encouraging sight as well for Arizona is kind of Trey McBride really becoming a focal point of this offense.
He's a beast.
He leads them in targets, receptions, and receiving yards. They're able to find him like in the middle of the field. He's able to go up and play 50-50 balls. He's become such a great safety blanket for Kyler Murray. And that's a position that he has not had since he had been in, Arizona since he got drafted. He's become a great part of that offense. And I think one of the big reasons that they're able to, utilize guys like Marvin Harrison Jr. to be able to stretch the field is because he's hitting these middle routes, and it's panning out for him.
Right.
Yeah, Michael Wilson's a solid guy on the boundary.
Exactly.
He's a great possession receiver, which is shocking that the offensive output obviously wasn't great last night. As when it comes to the scoreboard, there's something. We mentioned the missed opportunities. There's something missing there. I don't know if I can, pin it on Kyler or pin it on play calling. I'm not like, I don't know what it is exactly with Arizona, but something's missing there. And we can, if you guys want to pivot like to Miami, I wonder if they're getting Tua back this week. I know Tua had his presser yesterday. He said he's not wearing a Guardian cap.
Yeah.
He was activated off of IR.
He said probably week 9, Buffalo.
Probably week 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's not Tua this week,
hopefully it's not Tim Boyle.
If it's Tim Boyle, this is a absolute mega whale hammered, nuclear play on Arizona. If it's Tim Boyle, Did Skylar Thompson get hurt at the end of the? I know Snoop Huntley got hurt.
Snoop got hurt. Skylar Thompson did get banged up.
Okay,
Rib injury.
If it's Tim Boyle, I might just bet Arizona now and get that 3 in case Tim Boyle is announced as the starter, because I feel okay even if it is Skylar Thompson at 3, but if it's Tim Boyle, it's hard to be like a 3-point downgrade from Skylar Thompson, but Tim Boyle is for sure. I think we could throw one of us 3 at quarterback.
You see that 4th down play?
I did not. I'm happy I didn't.
He threw it into the stands. 4th down. Game on the line. He threw it into the stands.
Oh my God,
It was
man.
so bad.
Shout out to one guy on Miami, Jordan Brooks, 7 tackles in the loss. That's probably the best we've seen Miami's defense play this entire year, and they only gave up 15 points, and it was still just not enough. It's
To be
there's
fair,
I mean
it was
the
the
issue's
Colts.
glaring. Yeah, the
Yeah,
issue's glaring.
it was the Colts, and I think we touched on the Colt. Like I touched on the Colts and their advantages. I don't know if they'll be able to take advantage of it against Houston. Depending on who's at quarterback, if it's Flacco, that's an immediate upgrade. If it's still Anthony Richardson,
Yeah.
and his I guess his ski shooter. I don't even know. I don't even know what to describe his arm as. It's not accurate. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Miami. You're right. Best their defense has looked. It all comes down to Arizona taking advantage of their opportunities, and yeah, I think I lean Arizona here. Maybe the under, to be honest. I don't know what the total's set at. Probably
Sure.
pretty low.
46.5 right now.
Especially
40,
after
46?
this week.
46.5, yeah.
That line sounds like they've got Tua baked into playing, because if Miami plays Tim Boyle, what are we expecting? Are we expecting Arizona to put up 30-something points on them?
Miami's already 3-point favorites going into it, so that would suggest Tua is going to play.
Oh, I gotta look into this, because that would
okay.
Are they expecting Tua back?
See,
I think he is expected to play.
I'm not seeing anything. They're saying he can return as early as week 8. I just don't think. I think they're going to go week 9 versus Buffalo.
Wow, I mean, this line sounds like Tua is going to play. The line in the middle sounds like Tua is going to play. I might just take. I mean, I guess Miami trots out a mashed potato brain Tua, or trot out Tim Boyle. I mean, pick your poison. Yeah, let's get our $200 million quarterback permanently exiled from the NFL because of concussions, or play Tim Boyle. I mean, it speaks to how bad Tim Boyle is. Because when you mentioned it, I thought when you said the line was 3, I was thinking Arizona was favored just because of the quarterback situation. But yeah, it does sound like, based off the market, Tua's going to go.
That might be where the value is to take Arizona right now, just with the indecision.
Yeah, and take the under. And if Tua comes back, do we expect him to be same old Tua? I know the concussions.
Yeah, I mean, Odell and Tyreek were running routes and just running off the field, knowing they weren't even going to be looked at in some of their pass plays. So, I mean,
I almost even forgot Odell was on that team, to be honest.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill
has he caught any passes this year?
I don't think so. Let me
Tyreek Hill's been
phased first week back.
Tyreek Hill's been just phased out of the offense just because they cannot complete the pass to him.
Can't throw a ball.
Oh God, yeah,
that'd be surprising.
They need Tua. Tua should win MVP just because of how absolutely disgraceful this offense looks without him. I mean, good Lord.
Abysmal.
Yeah, I think you can only look to bet Arizona at this point, just all the uncertainty in Miami and that total at 46. Yeah, I gotta look and see what's going on with Tua, because if Tua's in, there's still so much uncertainty there. Tua gets banged up one more time. They're phoning down to the sidelines to get him checked out. I mean, I don't think you can look to place any wager on Miami laying points for sure.
And Odell has, in 2 games, 3 targets, no catches.
Poor Odell, man. What kind of money are they paying him?
I think he's on a minimum with a signing bonus, maybe like a $8 million signing bonus.
He's certainly not reaching his incentives, that's for sure.
No.
I don't think anyone on that team's reaching their offensive incentives.
No, probably not.
No.
Okay.
So
I guess we're all kind of on Arizona there.
I'm on Arizona.
Yeah.
Defense showed some teeth this week versus LA. I'll take Arizona.
Yeah.